too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Very often.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Return stops at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright. And
they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. So out now come the Jets. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Detroit! Set! Green 39! Green 39! 58 to Mike!
They're going to look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, here we go. Blue, landed.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter.
You're not ready. Gun!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6.
Check. Patriot! Patriot! Hey. 4 down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a first down.
And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
All right, now, look at 56.
They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
Now let's go!
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Outside coming! Outside coming! Boom! Yes,
4 yards on that
Leopard!
last completion,
Leopard!
so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Leopard! Leopard! Check.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Looking to throw. It's complete to Grant. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
Touchdown, baby! Touchdown! Touchdown!
Now the try here for the extra point. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hey.
They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Right, now,
that'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Now, Barney. Detroit.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now back to throw. This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10.
Now, check. Patriot! Patriot! Three down. Watch number 12.
They'll try and run with their fullback. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Now, check. Patriot! Patriot! Detroit! Detroit! 58 for Mike!
Now a carry here for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face a third down.
I know you felt that one. Rush in. 58, boys. 58 Mike. Over!
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. And his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Now this offense about ready to take over again. They'll come out throwing here, start the drive. They complete it to Hill. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Boy, it's nice to have a big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way, so it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
31 yards there and a first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here,
and it's a fumble, and this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Gun!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball is the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hey, we got 4.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Jets on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Gun!
Back to throw. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 43 yards.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Jets have got it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Yeah, baby. Boom. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Tight, guys, double tight. Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, here we go.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Jets, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo